Hey there, and welcome back to week 3 in our Human Behavior and the Social Environment Course 1 here at Widener University. I hope that you're having a great start to the week. So this week we are talking about the person and environment interaction, specifically the psychosocial person. So the first thing that I invite you to do is to peruse all of our great learning resources here. So you have some readings here from our Rogers textbook, specifically chapters 3 and 7 about development in early infancy and childhood, as well as about lenses for conceptualizing problems and interventions, the biopsychosocial dimensions. You also have here a fantastic article by Etta Goldstein with regard to ego psychology theory. Then we have some wonderful videos for you to watch about Piaget's theory, as well as Freudian theory. It's a fantastic documentary here for you. And then finally, we're going to be perusing the theories of Dr. Erik Erikson, as well as John Bowlby, The Strange Situation, which is a wonderful exercise documentary here about attachment theory. And then you also have videos with regard to classic conditioning, as well as operant conditioning. And we have here a really great excerpt from the Big Bang Theory with regard to an example of operant conditioning and the difference between classical and operant conditioning. So lots of videos. Hopefully they're going to be ones that you enjoy watching, and so you can actually see this textbook theory applied. So in addition to the objectives, readings, and media, there are also 2 really helpful PowerPoints that I'd like you to watch in preparation for the discussion board postings this week. So the first discussion board posting is simply a check-in about your background with psychological theories. So in this particular discussion board post, I'd like you to talk about your background with regard to studying topics like ego functions and defenses, object relations, and Mahler's model. Have you had an undergraduate or any graduate courses or any other training that touched on these concepts and ideas? If so, what did you learn in those courses? So this is not a formal discussion forum. You're not required to respond to peers, but you're absolutely encouraged to do so. So feel free to do so if you are inclined. So your second week 3 discussion board posting involves taking a dive into the Sanchez family using a textbook example here. So this week's discussion on the Sanchez family from your Rogers text draws on the week 2 readings on systems theory and family systems, as well as the genogram and activity discussion that you completed on the film last week. So in addition, you'll be considering how week 3's readings and videos on traditional theories for understanding the psychological and psychosocial person play a role in the Sanchez family. So for step 1, you're going to begin reviewing the interactive Sanchez family case website, which you can access here by clicking directly on the blue link. So for step 1, you're going to choose one member of the Sanchez family to focus on. Explore that individual family member's client history, client concerns, and goals for the client by clicking on their picture to open their case file. So step 2, you're going to view the eco map and the genogram for the Sanchez family. And for step 3, you're going to try out a few interactions in the interaction matrix between the Sanchez family member that you've chosen to focus on, as well as other members of the family. So for step 2 of this exercise, you're going to complete the exercise on pages 103 to 104 in your Rogers text, applying theories to the Sanchez family member that you've chosen. So you want to post your completed exercise as your initial post for this forum. So there is a response post required for this particular discussion board posting. So you want to make sure that you're following up with at least one classmate, preferably somebody who doesn't have responses. So in your response post, please describe what you've learned from your colleagues and what you can add to your colleagues' learning regarding systems theory. So this initial post is due on Thursday, and your follow-up response post is due between Friday and Sunday. And finally, this week you're invited to take the Week 3 Concept Quiz, which you can access here by clicking on the blue link entitled Week 3 Concept Quiz. So I hope that you have a peaceful week. Remember that I'm here if you have any questions or concerns, and that I want you to be successful here in our class.